right before I got out, Uber sent me like a text message that said, watch for cyclists when you open the door. So Uber loves you. All right, let's start in extended child's pose. So big toes together, knees as wide as the mat, and you can just bow down, bringing your arms in front of you. Doesn't matter if you have active arms or passive arms. It's all your choice. And let's just quiet our bodies and quiet our minds as we settle in for this time together. Drop anything that's pulling your attention away. Focusing now on your breath. Feeling the warmth going inward in your own little cocoon that you've made for yourself. And whenever you're ready, let's keep our legs exactly like they are, and let's come into tabletop. So let's bring shoulders over wrists, coming into tabletop. Awesome. And then we'll just start with some cat-cows. Dropping the belly on the inhale, dropping that O's udders, and then rounding the spine on our exhales. Listening to your body. You may want to go fast or slow. It's all up to you. Awesome. Okay, so coming into a neutral spine. Let's take our toes and we're going to curl them under so our big toes are together, okay? And we're going to walk, we're going to do a toe stretch. We're going to walk our hands back and we're just going to lift up so that we're just on our toes. And you can keep your hands on the ground, which I'm going to do, or you can place them on your thighs if you want to be completely upright. Just feeling and pushing your weight a little bit forward so you feel that nice toe stretch. Breathing. And whenever you're ready, we can just drop into cobbler. Soles of our feet are together, legs are splayed wide. Let's just take a few deep breaths here. Wonderful. So we're going to move into cradle pose. So be like right hand here, left hand here. Make your shin your baby. So pull your right knee into your armpit and then just you know, cradle it like you would a baby. You may want to have your the sole of your foot in the left arm crease of the elbow, and then just rock your little leg baby. Opening up the hips and groin. Excellent. Coming back back to cobbler. Let's take one breath in, inhale, and exhale. All right, leg baby on the left. Twins. And your other leg can be doing whatever it wants. You can make it straight or whatever. Your choice. I like just naturally was like looking towards my knee as if it were the face. Okay, that's awesome. All right. So from here, let's come back to cobbler, or if you're more comfortable, come into a cross-legged seat. We're gonna sit up straight and tall. Left palm goes somewhere on the top of your right thigh. Right hand goes just behind you, just behind your butt on the floor. As we inhale here, we rise up, straightening in our torso. Exhale, twist to the right. And if you'd like, you could turn your head to the right, chin over right shoulder. And just breathing deeply in this posture. No need to like crank it. Just go as far as feels comfortable. Wonderful. Coming back to center. Let's take a breath. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, right palm somewhere on your left thigh. Hands behind you by your butt. Sitting up straight and tall. We inhale and you lengthen the spine, and we exhale, twisting left. Again, you can turn your head, chin over left shoulder. Notice if you're collapsing here. You can use that hand in the back to help kind of keep you upright. Breathing deeply. Great, and we'll come back to center. And let's move to like the middle of our mats. So we have a lot of space in front of us and behind us. Soles on the feet, soles of the feet, soles on the feet. Soles of the feet on the mat. Spine is upright. We're going to do both. So let's do a couple different variations. First, let's put our hands behind our thighs and kind of squeeze them towards our belly. And now the key here is to try to keep your torso straight. But you can lift, just gently lift both feet off of the ground, leaning back. And your sits bones and tailbone will support you here. And you know your body, come in and out of this as you like. If you want a little bit more, you can lift your shins up so that they're parallel to the floor. Your thighs are at about a 90 or 45-degree angle. Again, trying to keep that torso straightened. If you want more, let go of those thighs and then stretch your arms forward, palms inward. If you want more, put your hand in like namaste hands. And then then just row your boat. If you want to add those obliques into the situation, just rowing your boat from side to side. Great. Coming back to center. If you want more, we can build a yacht. And so making a full V. I can't fully do it today, but yes, full V. Awesome. All right, let's do one more. So coming back to just our regular old boat. Hands are out if you'd like. And we're just gonna straighten and lower. Hover, don't totally hit the ground. Ooh, come back up. Let's try it again. Let's go down, hover. Oh my gosh. Come back up, boat. What do you think? Yeah, one more time, we're doing it, okay. Down, and up. Awesome. So let's just curl up into like a little fetus. No, to get over that. So yeah, so just come to lay on either side. It really doesn't matter. We'll just say right side. Great, and now it doesn't matter where your arms are. Whatever you want to do to make yourself feel grounded and have your one hip stacked above the other. Our knees are still bent, and we're going to do what I call clamshell. So on an inhale, the top leg is going to rise up. So now we have like an L shape in our thighs. And on your next exhale, lower back down, both legs to meet. Inhale up, exhale down. Keep that going for a few more breaths, whatever pace you'd like. Great, and on your next exhale, let's stay down here. Now let's have the lower leg straighten. Okay? And now from here, lift your clamshell up so that you kind of have like tree, if you're familiar with tree, you've got tree legs, right? And so you can have the sole of your foot on the lower part of your leg, or if you want to pull it up, you can bring it into your groin area. Just don't have it stacked on top of your knee. And we'll just hold here for a moment, breathing. Excellent, straightening both legs. Let's just roll onto our bellies, for Sphinx, bringing our elbows below our shoulders, and our arms are parallel to each other, making the number 11. And then torso, chest is shining forward. You can tuck your chin a little bit, just to kind of give your the back of your neck a little bit of relief. But pressing forward on those abdominals that you may be aware of right now. And breathing. Great, lowering all the way down. Let's just flip, we'll do the other side. So both of our legs are bent. Top leg on your inhale rises up, making that L or backwards L shape. Exhale, bring those legs back together. And keep that going for a few rounds of breath. Excellent. And on your next exhale, leave the legs together. And then you're just going to straighten the bottom leg. And then choose if you want to try this on like your calf shin area or up here on your thigh. But we're open that clamshell back up. So we have tree legs. And if you'd like, you can actually like press your heel out so it's like kind of like you're standing. Breathing deeply here. Wonderful. Straightening both legs. We'll roll onto our belly again. Forehead to the mat. Arms are at our side. Let's pull our hands back so that they're at about our rib cage level. We're going to do Cobra. You have the option of doing baby Cobra, which Lizzie will do, or full big King Cobra, okay? So on an inhale, you press into your hands and you lift that torso up. Huge back bend here. Again, you can tap your chin. Knees are on the ground. Perhaps in baby Cobra, your hips are on the ground. Take a few breaths here. As always, come in and out if you feel any amount of strain. Great. All right, so let's come back to tabletop. Let's just neutralize the spine for a moment. Okay. And we're going to step the right foot forward. So it's on the inside of our right hand. We're in a low lunge here. And then once you feel like you have your legs balanced, rise up. And just a little trick to help with balance, you can like widen your legs away from each other. That helps a lot. Okay. Take this right hip and pull it back just a little bit. Okay? Great. Okay. So from here, arms out wide, palms facing down. We're going to twist again. Left arm goes forward, right goes behind you. Excellent. Let's come back to our lunge. And from here, let's interlace the tailbone, our fingers up the tailbone like this. You don't have to turn the way I am, I'm just showing you my hands. Okay. And then we're going to go into a humble warrior. So we lift our torso up straight and tall to begin with. Roll your shoulders back once. And on your next exhale, you're just going to bow forward so that your torso is parallel to the ground. And it's on the inside of your right leg. Great, let's lift back up. into our little lunge. Let's take our hand onto our right hip, and again, let's pull that hip back just a little bit to square our hips. Keep it there because you're sassy. And then take your left hand and bring it to the back of your head with elbows splayed because you're really sassy. Okay, and so from here, we're going to inhale. On the exhale, bring your left elbow towards your right knee. Stay here for a moment. Lift back up and twist to the left. Awesome. Come back to center. We bring left elbow towards right knee. Lift back up. Twist to the left. Let's do it one more time. Awesome. All right, step it back. Let's go into child's pose for a moment. You earned it. You can do legs together or extended child, whatever you like. Again, feeling yourself in this little cocoon. Breathing deeply. Perhaps slowing your breath. And whenever you're ready, we'll come back up to our tabletop. Stepping that left foot forward. Coming into a little lunge on the other side. Once your legs feel balanced, come on up, torso upright. Great, pull that left hip back just a little bit, okay? And from here, arms out at our sides, palms down, twisting to the left, right arm goes forward, left arm goes behind you. Holding here, breathing here. Great, come back to center. We will interlace our fingers at our tailbones. On an in-breath, sit up straight and tall. And on your exhale, fold forward, torso parallel to the ground, and on the inside of your left inner thigh. Excellent. Rise back up as you're ready. Left hand comes to your left hip. Again, pull it back just a little bit to square yourself. And then right hand goes to the back of your head. Okay. And so inhale. On an exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale back up and twist to the right. Come back to center. Inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, bring it back up. Twist to the right. You're awesome. And do that one more time. Fantastic. Choice here now. You can come into down dog or child again if you want a little more of a rest. So if you're in down dog, just start to pedal the feet one at a time. Tailbone is high, torso is straight. Pull the shoulders away from your elbows. Wag your little puppy tail. Wonderful. And then take a step forward to the top of your mat, forward fold. Let's just stay here in our fold. Hands can be wherever you like. Perhaps you want to interlace them. So hands on opposite elbows, or like just kind of gorilla hands, or they're just kind of hanging, palms face up. Whatever feels good to you. Just let's let that blood just rush right into our head. Wonderful. Okay, slowly roll it on up. Standing in mountain pose. Your feet can be hip width, distance apart, or you can have them flush together, legs flush together. It's your choice. Okay. Let's just take our hands to our hearts. Let's take 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Wonderful. Okay. We're going to move into a high lunge. You can do this however you would like, but an option here is, without looking, you're just going to step that left foot back, coming onto the ball of your foot, and then bending into that front right leg. And you can see Lizzie doing that. If you want to stay lower to the ground, you can be like me, lowering the left knee to the ground, again in your low lunge. Okay, excellent. Let's do one more T-twist. So arms out wide, palms down. We'll turn to the right, left arm forward, right arm back. You're doing awesome. Great, let's come back to center. And from here, let's take our right foot and just kind of like shimmy walk it out. So it's kind of at the edge of your mat. Moving into lizard. So similar to what we did with humble warrior, but we'll have our hands in front of us. We'll inhale, straighten through the spine. Exhale, bending at the hips, we'll hinge forward. We come towards the ground, quite a bit further away from our right leg than we were in warrior. And so you can have the spine rounded here. Your hands can be on the ground. You can always drop your knee too, always remember that. So you can have your hands on the ground. You could lower and bring your forearms to the ground like Sphinx. And maybe even have your head touching the ground. But land wherever you feel comfortable. And you have that block with you. So if you want to put that block underneath your head, that's an awesome way to bring the floor up to you. Pulling that right hip crease back. Big hip opener. And if you want more of a hip opener, you can, on your right foot, kind of roll, shift your weight to the outer edge, kind of bringing your right leg into like a splay. And let's just breathe here, listening to our bodies, moving accordingly. Okay. So wherever you're at, just slowly and carefully come back to your high or low lunge, using your hands to assist you. Okay, great. So let's take a step forward so we're back into mountain. Hands at heart. Let's take 3 breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. Wonderful. Let's do the other side. So bringing that right foot back, left leg is forward. We come into a high lunge on the ball of our foot. We're lower down that back knee. You're doing awesome. Pull that left hip crease back. One more T-twist, last one. Arms are out, palms are down. Twist to the left. Right arm forward, left arm back. Awesome. Come back to your lunge. And we'll just kind of wiggle walk that left foot out towards the edge of the mat. Inhale as you straighten up your torso, and on an exhale, hinging at the hips, coming forward. Hands come to the ground. You can always lower that knee. Perhaps forearms come to the ground like in Sphinx. And then maybe even your head. Using that block if you'd like to support you. Breathing deeply. If you'd like to accentuate this stretch, shift your weight on your left foot to the outer edge and splay that left knee out. That is spicy. You're doing great. Breathing deeply. And whenever you're ready, find your way back up to your lunge, and then ultimately back to mountain pose. So in our mountain pose here, we could have hands at our side, palms facing forward. We can have hands at heart. We could have hands on hips. Feet can be together, or they can be about hip distance apart. Now focus on creating one straight line for your entire body, okay? So chin is over your chest, chest is over hips, and they are over your feet. Lifting and lengthening. You may I always end up swaying a little back and forth or side to side, trying to find that equilibrium. And once you think that you're there, let's find it in our feet. And so as if your feet had 4 corners, not including your toes, okay? Try and see if you can shift your weight so that it is equally distributed in all 4 corners. Great way to check. Lift your toes up off the ground and notice if you shift forwards or backwards or in any way, okay? Wonderful. From here, if you have balance, I don't know what the writer is. If you suck at balance like I do, okay, feel free to like go to a wall or somewhere. You may not even need it, but it may just build your confidence because we're gonna be standing on one leg, okay? And so, once you found your equilibrium, pressing down onto that left foot, you're just going to lift your right leg up and catch it with your hands. If you're touching a wall or anything else, use your right hand. And give that knee a big old hug. You may want to find a focal point to help you stay balanced. Or you could also use sensation. Some people use like their belly button or their core, feeling that as like a central position to stay balanced. You are doing awesome. Great. Lower that back down. Shake them out. Shake them out. Okay. All right. So find your center again, now that I messed it all up. Tree pose. So again, pressing into that left foot. Bringing that right leg up. Widening out the knee. And now you can place your foot up, above or below your knee, just not on your knee. Now, if you're not feeling the balance today, what you can do is keep your foot, your toes on the ground, and your heel is on your calf. And you can come in and out of your tree. If you're feeling really steady, you can lift those arms up, bringing your hands together kind of like in a namaste. And here, let me show you just another option, is to have a block and then toes on that block so you can feel that getting up a little bit higher. Okay. You guys are pros. And whenever you're ready, go ahead and lower that down. Shake it out. Shake, 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 shake. Let's find that equilibrium. Swaying back and forth if you need to. Pressing into all 4 corners of your feet. Lifting those toes to check. Excellent. And when you feel that you're there, lift that left leg up and catch it with your hand, hugging that knee into your chest, that left knee. Finding that focal point, whether it be internal or visual. Breathing deeply. You guys are great. Okay, go ahead and lower that back down. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. Okay. let's move into tree. Again, let's find that equilibrium. Let's find our balance. Firmly pressing into the right foot. We will lift our right foot up, placing it on the inner calf or inner groin area. That's not, well, yeah, up into your groin area, thigh. Splaying that knee out wide. Finding your balance here. Using that focal point. And if you'd like, arms can come up overhead. Fingers together like namaste hands. That's great. If you want, try closing your eyes. It's hard, right? See why my balance sucks? Breathing deeply, you're doing awesome. And whenever you're ready, go ahead and lower that foot back down. Shake it out because I just like it. And then let's come to a Y stance. Toes are pointing towards the long side of your mat. Hands are on hips because we're superheroes. Okay, so we're straight and tall. Big inhale here, lifts and lengthens. From your hips, not your waist. Feel it push back on your hips with your hands. You're gonna hinge from there. Your hamstrings will tell you once you can't go any further. And from there, begin to round the spine, bringing the hands to the mat, lowering and folding. And here, perhaps maybe you could come to forearms. And some people can maybe put that block underneath your head and see if you can use that. Now, if you want a little bit more, you can just walk your hands back so that they're a little bit behind your feet. Great. And so from here, let's walk our hands to the right so that we're framing our right foot. And then we're just going to fold over that right leg. Making sure you're not locking in either knee. Breathing deeply here. So good. So staying down, walk our hands back through center. Keep it going. Walk them so they're now in line with your left foot. One hand on either side. And then folding over that leg. You're doing awesome. Great. That's so good. All right, let's come back to center. Put your hands on your hips. Lift up just halfway so you're at flat back. So good. All right, roll it on up. Okay, let's take 3 breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. So we're going to come back down to the ground. If you'd like, come with me on this journey. So again, find that equilibrium so that your pelvis especially, what a weird way to hold my, okay. So that your pelvis especially feels central in between both legs, okay? You can have your toes splayed outwards if you'd like. And you're ready? We're just gonna pop it, squat. So bring it down low. Lower that pelvis down. You can bring your hands to the floor, okay? Or you can come up, pushing your elbows into the inner parts of your thighs, and that can even make you splay even more. You can have namaste hands. You can do whatever you want, hands overhead. I'm not that good, but yeah, so do that, or just keep your hands on the floor. You're gonna feel your hips tomorrow and you're gonna think of me. All right, so in whatever way you want, just come on down. Okay, find that block. I don't know where I put mine. It doesn't matter. Okay, so we're gonna go into bridge pose. A supported bridge though. So, thank you. Okay, so come to lay on your back. Feet are flat on the floor. Knees pointing up towards the ceiling. Take your block on any height that you want, okay? There's 3 different heights here. So I'm gonna put it here on the lowest. And bring that block on either side of you, just up against your hip area, your lower hip area, okay? From here, we'll press into our feet, lifting our hips up, push that block underneath you, and lower yourself down onto it. Hands are at your side. If you'd like, you can stay here, or you can straighten your legs. Let the block do all the work. And I'm going to be quiet here for a moment and just let you focus on your breath, bringing your attention back to your breath once your mind will ultimately wander. As you're ready, bring both feet back to the floor if you straighten them. You can lift your hips up not like punching it, just punch that block out from underneath you and lower back down. Awesome. From here, let's hug both knees into our chest. You can bring them up one at a time if you'd like. And let's just sway from side to side, giving our spine just a really nice little massage here. Great. Stay here. Or if you like, we'll do happy baby. You can take your hands to the outer sides of your feet or inner. You know what? Yogi's choice, okay? And then we'll kick our feet up so soles are pointed up towards the ceiling. And use your hands to push down so that your knees come towards your armpits. And now tendency here is for your booty to want to like come way up. That's okay right now if you want, or if you'd like, drop that booty down for an additional stretch. And you're a happy baby. If you want, go ahead and play. You can kick, swing your legs around. You can straighten one leg at a time. Just any sort of play that feels good to you. Or just enjoy the stillness. Wonderful. Legs come together so that we have them hugged in. We'll extend both legs long and come into our final resting position. Legs are out long in front of you. Your feet can be splayed out to the sides. Hands are at your sides. Palms face up or down. Feeling uplifted, or maybe you need to feel grounded. Allowing the benefits of your practice to seep in as you breathe purposefully and deeply. Begin to bring some awareness to your body. Notice any sensations. Start to take some small movements. Maybe wiggle your fingers or wiggle your toes. Just slowly, breathing deeply. And when